We're ready to purl Continental now. Make sure that your yarn is in front of your work. If it's behind like that, just go ahead and move it in front, like that. Pull these stitches down so that you don't see something like this. You don't want that, that'll make 2 stitches out of 1. So pull the stitch down until the knot is underneath the needle right there. Now I always like to slip the first stitch, just pass it over like that, and we're ready to begin. So with the yarn in front, we've practiced our aerobics so that we're familiar doing this. See how I have my middle finger holding that stitch right there? And here's how I'm holding everything else. You may be holding it a little bit differently, but these two, this finger and this finger, need to be up, not down here, away. Up on your knitting. Okay. So the needle comes in from the back to the front, like that. Now, the right needle comes forward and over in front of this loop of yarn right here. You can see we're actually placing a little stitch right across that needle. Next, your left index finger comes down a little bit to hold that new stitch on there, and we push the needle back through and the finger comes up, stitch comes off. That is a Continental purl stitch, and you may be saying, whoa, 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 but it's okay. Once you get the movement, it's going to get really easy. So, needle comes in like this. I'll show you. My hand wraps up like this. Finger comes down to hold that new stitch on there, and the needle goes back through that stitch, finger comes back up, stitch comes off. Use your right fingers to push the stitch down and your left fingers to push the stitches up. See how I'm letting the yarn feed like there? See how it moved? That's because I made a new stitch, and a new stitch needs yarn. If you don't let it feed, it's going to look something like that, and really tight, and your stitch will become really tight and will all be sad. So don't do that. So this is a little bit different than what we've learned before if you know American style. And it might take a little bit of getting used to. One thing that I see a lot of people doing is they come in like this and go over and through. They sort of want to scoop around it and push it down. That is not right. If you do that, your stitches are going to be twisted. So instead of holding it like this, where it's a little bit confusing, you know, which way to go, this way or this way, hold the yarn up like this so that as soon as you insert your needle, it goes behind both yarns already. Then all you have to do is rotate it up like this, you know, like the hands of a clock, going up like that. Hold this down right there and push that through. Now I want to give you one other trick in case this is really not working for you. Some people's hands just don't want to do that, and that's fine. What you can also try is something like this. Come up like this, and then use this finger to hold that loop on there as you push everything back through. And you can see that in that instance, and you let the yarn feed, in that instance I didn't have to push my finger down. I do have to sort of rotate this a little bit more than I do in the other style. Put the finger right on there, and down and back through. So if that feels better for you, go ahead and try it that way, rotating it more and down in. You can see my finger stays pretty stable and nothing's really moving. This way is just the way that I got used to, using my left finger to hold it down, but either way can work for you. So go ahead and practice about 5 rows of purling Continental, and then we're going to switch back and practice some other things. I don't want you to wear out your hands too much learning this new style right away. Just make sure that you're doing the movements correctly. Remember, we do not do that. Come under both of them. Come up like the hands of a clock, ticking like that. And push through. And I'll meet you in the next video.